MEPI Lebanon Alumni Association is a dynamic NGO that unites under its umbrella a community of Lebanese leaders and pioneers from different fields. As a relatively large NGO, MEPI-LAA wants to highlight the efforts of its members to the network and introduce them to each other and to the Lebanese civil society in an attempt to thank its members for their hard work and inspire others to take their path. This year, we have the pleasure to honor 5 of our prominent MEPI-LAA community ambassadors for their exceptional achievements, each in his/her field. Ms. Wafa Abid, Mrs. Dolly Sh'er, Mr. Fadi Abi Allam, Dr. Paul Murqus, and Mr. Wissam Shaheen. The following interviews will tell us more about them.
I participated in Women Moderating Extremism, also in Arab Women Leaders. It's an exchange program for elections, and in U.S. elections delegation observer.
In 2004, I participated in the U.S. Business Internship Program, which comprised an executive MBA at Duke University, the Fuqua School of Business, and 2 internships at Fulbright and Jaworski Law Firm in D.C. and at Shell Oil in Houston.
I have attended the International Visitor Leadership Program on Conflict Resolution and Peace Building on February 2008.
I attended the International Visitors Leadership Program in 2007.
I have had the chance to attend the Emerging Leaders Fellowship Program at Northwestern University, Illinois, as well as to be at the outlets of WGBH Boston and San Francisco for Frontline and Frontline World, the international documentaries magazine.
The idea of getting women participating in the electoral process by voting, for example, such as the League for Women Voters in the U.S., was applied by 50 workshops and by a campaign. The result was that the percentage of women voters in the last elections raised, and especially in the municipalities.
Because of that program, I was exposed to the U.S. culture and business environment, which pushed me once back to implement and share my experience with my colleagues. This experience changed my life and improved my business perspective.
MEPI programs help a lot. First of all, to understand and to know the American people far from politics, let's say. My experience was an opportunity to get more chances for dealing globally with our local issues. That's the best way to address globalization.
When I came back, I had to rethink the legal course I deliver in AUB, and then I have changed the whole program from the Lebanese part, from the Lebanese law, to the US business law. Also, I have invested my experience in the States in different fields here in my work, in prisons reform, in anti-money laundering and terrorist financing and anti-corruption.
MEPI opened the gate for all of us who attend the MEPI program to know more about, to listen. The platform of United States, especially when we are talking about the media, is to know more about the objective media, to know more about the public broadcast, to know how to make the public standards and to believe in values, to make the people watch what they should watch and not what they like to watch.
The recent campaign has ended to overturn policies that prohibit women from taking her minor children outside Lebanon by joint signatures of both the mother and the father. Another achievement is being a part of child custody campaign. 3 sects have changed the age of the custody of the child, and the other sects are in the process of changing. The achievement for the woman, the mother opening an account for her minor children.
As an Arab business leader, the only woman amongst 3 other businessmen and millionaires, as featured by O2 Marketing Communications. Also, I was chosen several times as speaker for Cisco Institute programs and workshops in Lebanon. I was recommended by several international groups such as Legal 500 and Chambers as leader in the aviation consultancy services and advocacy. Finally, I provide legal assistance to all MEPI Alumni chapters in the MENA region. Also, I'm providing legal advice and services for young entrepreneurs in establishing their businesses.
For my field work as peace builder, I was appointed as a consultant for the Minister of Displaced, Akram Shahir, to set a comprehensive plan of action for the returnees to go back to their original home and to live naturally. My second achievement, it was my role within the General Assembly of the United Nations with the First Committee as well with the PREPCOM of the Arms Trade Treaty. My role, it was to convince the Arab state to interact positively and to vote positively for the process of the ATT. Another achievement I can mention here is establishing and launching the Peacebuilding Academy in Lebanon for the MENA region and not just for Lebanon. We are looking for having Lebanon as a center for peace and dialogue.
I currently coordinate the Human Rights Action Plan at the Lebanese Parliament, supported by the UNDP, that includes 23 studies areas. I have published a series of guides on employees' rights, consumers' rights, taxpayers' rights. I have contributed with the IPW in elaborating the legal setup enabling mothers to open bank accounts for their children, their minor children. And now we are currently also working on the legal framework in order to allow mothers to travel with their minor children as well.
I had been selected as a juror for the International Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, the Emmy Awards, for 2011 as well. I had been selected as a juror for the Bamford Media Festival in Canada for 2011, and moreover, through this year, 2012, I had been selected as one of the 5 Grand Prize jurors for the Bamford Media Festival in Canada for all television categories.